Steve, were you able to check in with Steph after the game?
Yeah.
How is he?
He's doing okay. He said it was, I think he used the word mild or moderate. He's obviously sprained that ankle many times before, so he doesn't think it's too bad, but obviously, it's a concern. He's going to get an MRI tonight.
What were the conversations between you and Steph and you and the training staff between the first time that he tweaked it and then before sending him back out?
I didn't have any conversations. When the training staff needs to tell me something, they come and tell me something. So I didn't talk to him.
What did you think of, I guess, how you guys climbed back and then what went wrong late?
I loved our fight. I thought Loon came in and just lit a fire under us. I thought that was the first time the whole night that we really competed at both ends. I thought, Clippers came in, and I give them a lot of credit. They were great defensively, forced a lot of turnovers, really got into us. And we didn't handle the pressure very well, turned it over way too many times. We've got to understand it's most games are, like this. Like they're going to come down to a handful of possessions, and if you give 10 possessions away, it's going to be really hard to win. And I thought we gave 10 possessions away.
Steve, what did you think of your closing five pods, Buddy, Looney, J.K., Wiggins, and their fight at the end?
Yeah, they did a great job of, I think we got it to within one, if I'm not mistaken. We had our chances. They hit a couple big shots, and, they deserved to win that game. If we had been able to come back and win, it would have been fantastic. But the right team won, the way they competed, and especially coming off a back-to-back, being in Denver yesterday. The Clippers were fantastic, and we were not.
Can I check if I missed something? Did Draymond have a tweak? He wasn't part of your closing five.
No, we just went with a group that was, playing well.
Steve, if Steph isn't able to go, who do you turn to offensively?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Wiggs is off to a great start and had a big night tonight. He's an obvious candidate to, get the ball to more. But we've got a deep team. We've talked about it. So we got a lot of guys who can play. We'll be ready.
Steve, you guys had some trouble inside with Zubac. And is this size and just what are the ways you can kind of combat that?
Zubac is a hell of a player. He's gotten better and better. 23 and 17 tonight. Every time they needed a bucket, they seemed to get one from him. So, there's ways you can try to combat it. You can double team. You can try to deny him the ball in the post. But a lot of the stuff he got was, loose balls. Playing off of Harden and Powell, and just finishing. He did a great job.
Oh, Steve, obviously things change from game to game. What's your level of commitment to the 12-man thing? Is that more just a short-term kind of experiment?
Well, tonight it was 11 really because, I only went to Kyle for 4 minutes, and he was amazing the second half on the bench, leading everybody, talking to guys. That's what you have to have if you're going to do this and play a lot of people. Everyone's got to be on board, and I couldn't have been more impressed by Kyle's professionalism. And but every game's going to be a little different. And like I said the other night, when we win, I think somebody texted me. It's like, hey, 12 guys. It's a real democracy. And I said, as soon as we lose, it's going to be communism. So that's the truth. It's just the results dictate. The judgment, and that's the business we're in. So I've got to do what I think is best for our team, and generally speaking, that changes throughout the year in an 82-game season. So we have to be ready to adapt, but I like the commitment that the guys have made.
Steve, you brought up the turnovers. I think it was 21 turnovers, 19 assists. What got in the way after the ball movement really humming the first two games?
Well, number one, their defense, Clippers were great defensively, but we got really loose with the ball, and we made some careless plays. And they're a very athletic team, very well coached, and so they were in spots to bother us. And but like I said, I thought there were about 10 possessions of unforced turnovers, and that's on all of us, me too, and myself included, to make sure we're executing and getting our work in to be able to execute under duress.
It was pretty clear that Buddy was in boldface on the scouting report. I mean, they were all over him, and he didn't really get a break until Steph came in and joined him. Is that something you anticipated, that maybe when that happens, putting him with Steph kind of breaks up the opposing defense a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be a great combination. Buddy, this was the first tough shooting night Buddy has had. Even in the preseason, I think he was lights out. So there's going to be nights where the ball doesn't go in, but Buddy's going to finish a lot of games for us, and obviously Steph will finish, any close game. So they'll be together quite a bit.
A lot of Kuminga shots right now are kind of, threes or mid-range. Like, what do you need from him, or what do you guys need to do to kind of unlock particularly some of his downhill stuff at the rim stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's last year we obviously played smaller with JK at the 4 and Draymond at the 5, and so he had a lot more space. And this year we're obviously trying to play bigger, which puts him at the 3, but it's not a great spacing lineup. So we've got to, we've got to execute better in the half court, especially against a great defense like the Clippers have. And that's on us to put in the work. And as we do that, I'm sure he'll come around. His shot will come around. He shot it great, in the preseason, and we know he's very capable.
Coach, you went to the 12 men in the first half. You didn't play Kyle in the second half. Do you think that's a pattern that might emerge as the first close game, obviously, that you've had, to where you might play 12 in the first and then kind of see what's working and narrow it down?
It's definitely easier to play 12 in the first and see where the game is. So maybe that happens, but maybe we play like we did in Utah and Portland and all 12 play. Who knows?
Steve, how much do you like the Andrew Wiggins aggressive? He attacked ring, he was area.
Yeah, he was great. Wiggs had a big night. Loved his confidence, his aggressiveness. He's feeling good about his game. Really prepared himself well this summer, and he's going to have a big year. Thanks.